Let's also turn to some just full-on insanity. On Monday morning, of course, Fox and Friends really saw the opportunity to not so much delve into homophobia and what drives the type of violence towards gay people in this country, to LGBTQ people, just generally speaking. What drives the incredible rate of suicides amongst teenagers, LGBTQ teenagers? What drives really animates for a lot of people in the Republican Party their entire political ideology? No, it is to sort of tell victims of mass shootings, buck up a little bit. You got to pick up the pace. Here's Geraldo with Bill Hemmer and the dumb one. No, wait a second. The dumb one with brown hair from Fox and Friends, as opposed to the other dumb ones.
The bullets were flying so fast, I don't even know if it raised my head, I would get a bullet too.
Wow. So
just awful. One more thing to my little code, if you indulge me. When you're in that situation and you have no weapons, you have two choices. If you can't hide and you can't run, there's only two choices. You stay and die, or you fight. For God's sakes, fight back. Fight back. There's 100 people that he murdered with one weapon that he reloaded. Right. When he reloaded, America must understand we are at war with Islamic terror, with these terrorists. We've got to stop them in Raqqa, we've got to stop them in Mosul, and we've got to stop them in the Pulsar Orlando.
But we're not. We're asking an Arab army to go into Raqqa when they have the time.
Pause it for a second. And you see how insane this is? This guy, because he supposedly called into the cops and said, I pledge my allegiance to ISIS, who clearly there's several other major issues that were the cause of this for him, aside from access to the weapon. Deep-seated psychological issues that within seconds, Geraldo is talking about somehow, in addition to giving really stupid advice to people in a situation facing someone with a semi-automatic weapon in the pitch dark, theoretically, in a club where you're not aware if the guy's alone, right? Like, here you have Geraldo saying, like, we all must endeavor to have complete 2020 hindsight to figure out what we should have done in the past. I'm sorry, if you're in that club and there's a guy there with a semi-automatic weapon or a part semi-automatic, whatever you homosexuals want to call it, you as a victim are not aware whether or not there's 2 people, 3 people, 10 people. You don't know if there's a gunman behind you, above you. You have no idea. The guy, they just had played the sound where the guy was like, there's bullets flying, total chaos. So you've got Geraldo, A, giving bad advice based upon the comfort of him not being in the situation. B, connecting what went on in this gay nightclub at 2 a.m. in the morning with us invading or reinvading cities in Iraq or cities in Syria. And then dum-dum number 3 says, well, we're not doing anything in Syria. And then it continues on where Bill Hemmer actually basically undercuts everything the 2 morons have been saying with him.
I want to bring you to this. I'm sure you watched the press conference a short time ago, right over my right shoulder, at which time they said, the SWAT team chief said that we went in there. First, we blew a hole in, not good enough. Then we got a Bearcat and we barreled through it. When people started running out, one of the people who started running out was actually the killer ran out. So he was looking to actually somehow survive this or take out cops on the outside with this, and was calm, cool, and collected throughout the entire ordeal.
I heard your question too, and it was a good one, and the answer I thought was intriguing. If it is true, based on this timeline, that the shooting stops at 2:20 a.m., and the Bearcat rips the hole in the wall at 5 a.m., you've got a 2-hour and 40-minute window, Brian, where they're either talking to him possibly or negotiating or trying to save more human lives inside. They made the decision to go when they did, and perhaps they did in the end save others.
So in other words, what Bill Hemmer is saying, as Geraldo sits next to him, no, moron, because if they had tried that, maybe they would have died. We just saw that there was a 3-hour cessation in the shooting, in which case people were not dying during that time. Idiot.
You can believe me, Geraldo, if I was there, and of course I would never be at a gay club, for real, I would have taken him out, no problem.
That's Ben
by
Carson.
redirecting to a club around the corner that is even more popular than Pulse.
That would have been the Ben Carson solution. All right.
They literally played sound of a devastated, horrified person saying, "I had no idea what the hell." I mean, I know you already said this, but that's maybe the most that's a Fox News clip that still actually shocked me when I heard it, and that never happens anymore.
There's a worse clip of Geraldo last night with a family.
A worse clip?
Yeah, we decided not to play it.
Yeah, no, he's in with the family, and they're literally in hysterics, and he's sort of like doing the color commentary as if it's like some type of like sporting event.
He's a sociopath.
And he's just like, back to you, Sean. I think maybe we should I think we've gotten enough view of the horrible grief.
It's like, are you basically devastated forever from this?
Yeah, I mean, it was just unbelievable.
Like ghoulish, huh?
Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.